Hello, how are you all, my foodie beauties? I decided to come online. I promised you all that every 25 new subscribers I get, I will take you with me and bring you along. I have my coffee video, short videos, shorts, vlogging, and as since earlier today, this evening, I decided to have a coffee now. I did some good today, as per to usual, kindness, kind, and hopeful of some animals being helped and saved. And the Arundel Presbyterian Church deacon cupboard gets more filled up, used, and a lady fed my shrine some independent charity donations. I did donated all historical, all geographical, all financial, all happened, and it was all my money I did that with today. And I vlogged as, and I went to tell my mom, who is disabled, who used canes and walkers, and is disabled and uses oftener special needs rides that specializes transportations, professional, I suppose, disability rights. Now, some of other people have prejudged that I should, can, could, may, must, need, uses too. And I'm like, no. Push comes to shove, I can walk. I can use taxis. I can desperately, when desperate, use public transit. Although I was my mom's support person, my mom mandatory support person, those trans help and other rides. And some other people could not understand that and wanted me to leave her with them. Uh, and I was like, no, I have to be there any and every time because my mom is a false risk. Unlike me, I'm a fainting risk, unlike my mom, who is a false risk. And I'm like, no, she's my responsibility. I have to help her. I'm one of the people that take care of her, unlike you. And that other person was very upset, as most others were too, for a while. Most of them were all stalkers, anyways. It didn't matter. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, were, and are, and be, and do, and did. All about, all to, and all about us. The man I'm talking about, my mom alleged youngest brother, Norman Thompson, the stalker, Norman Thompson, and their alleged nephew, James Maud, and his alleged wife, Angela Maud. And they got upset, and he was very upset in 2024. So upset that when he returned my mom home here to myself and all animals and all pets, fur babies, he threw her suitcase at me. And this year, he was planning on coming, invited himself. We did not invite him. And he alleged somebody showed and told him we were on the internet, social media. And he was upset. He did not like it. And as he canceled coming to visit us, my mom, that is. And I'm like, Mom, he's not your friend. He's not a relative to give a care about. Do you know what he's been up to? Do you remember? I mean, he is a bad one on and off the internet, emails, social media, by mail, phone calls. He's been harassing us for years and lying, cheating, and stealing and trying to get more historical and geographical and financial from us, and possibly and probably new. And he's been in Canada oftener than you know about. Anyways, oh, I never did ask her, did he phone her today? Would surprise me if he's trying to convince her to be quiet about it, be on the hush. Those three other people. Don't tell Avril. Don't tell me all about it. We're so afraid of her. The only thing I would do is report it to the phone company, insist upon getting new phone numbers, new contact information, and report it to the police more. See if they can get a hold of all security cameras on all recorded that other person, all those other people, and deal with it accordingly. Go before a judge, crown attorneys and justice, crown attorneys, district attorneys, and justice of the peace, you know, and reply all to their lawyers accordingly. That hello, do you know what your clients are up to? Do you know what you've done? It's on camera, security cameras and others too witnessed. You're guilty. We don't even need them nowadays. We can arrested and jailed with and or without parole and or probation. New, all of you stalkers, without and or without them suing you once and or more. Ugh. And then because my mom tonight couldn't hear me very, or I had to raise my voice to get her to hear. You know those other people next door. I have neighbors on this floor that can't shut up and mind their own fucking business. I don't care what they are saying and doing to each other in their own apartments. What is their sick obsession all about us here and all elsewhere in the building? It's none of their business. It really truly isn't. They shouldn't even be on my social media, internet Wi-Fi's. They should not be that nosy and lying to security guards and lying to each other and filing false allegations and accusations, all false, and harassing police and security guards and condominium corporations and one and more other person and us trying to get their own ways. I've shown it, told it so many times. It's not funny. It really is not funny. It upsets my mom. It killed my cat, all that stress, in addition to all his other gravely illnesses and symptoms and behaviors. We didn't get to, and all they want us to do is leave. Why don't they leave? Those other people should, can, could, may, must leave, as I said. It's not us that go away, and they have all historical, all geographical, all historical, all geographical, and all financial histories, media, internet, Wi-Fi, text messaging, faxes, phones, calls, all that. How many times have I gone to the police and the police have done nothing? All the times, especially that one next door, all those other people, all named Gupta. Why are they reaching out to us when we don't want to know them? We don't have to know them. We don't need to know them. I've shown and told that all day and all evening, and all historical and all geographical and all financial. The police have my mom and my police reports, occurrence reports, incident reports. There's phone records. Did they contact us from any lobby directory or parking directory? Why are they doing that when we don't want to know them? Why did they move in next door to us? Why? Because they're stalkers. They're all bad, all purposeful, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not employable, and obviously neurologically impaired and or mentally ill and or criminally insane and or incompetent themselves, and try to involve two and more other people that don't want anything to do with them. It's about time they're probably going to be on my social media. They've probably been on some of it already. I mean, YouTube should, can, could, may, must, and need, showed, and told, and tell them as during all happened as. online, internet. They don't deserve being censorshiped to avoid myself and one and more other persons, more than one others, seeing and hearing them, all their media, all their internet, all their Wi-Fi's, all their networking online, all their websites they've been on, all virtuals, all social media. My mom and I, my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and myself, victims, all those other people, stalkers. And I don't care who, what, where, when, why, and how they were and are. Educations, employments, etc. That status means nothing to me. All the times they were to and about us. All about, all to, and all about us. I didn't do that. We didn't do that. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not. Phone calls, faxes, text messages, emails, social media, virtuals, lobby directories, uh, parking directories, all contacts to us whatsoever, all contacted us whatsoever. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not, did, and do more. All witnessed, including all securities guards, all securities cameras on, all recorded, all recording, and all police, and all paramedics that were to, at, on, in, out, from, and by my front door. Including all historical and geographical and financial other people, all bad, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, and all not employable themselves, tried, took away my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, estates, contents, monies, employments, memberships, etc. All witnessed, and all should, can, could, may, must, and need, showed and told, and show and tell, all those and all that happened as. And all evidence, all evidence, all evidence, all proof, including all that stuff I mentioned on securities, cameras, recorded, on all social media, all virtuals, etc., and all public, and all published, all of it. We deserved, and we deserve greater and better than all those other people's stalkers. Healthcare's too. And it's not we don't have that hypochondria we were accused of before. I mean, they're just liars that didn't want to work. I mean, when my mom was very ill, I was my mom, SDM. My mom's and my pets too. All pets, all fur babies. SDM, substitute decision maker. Healthcare's. And I even accompanied my mom to and from, to, at, on, in, out, from, and by doctor's appointments. Nobody else did. That was me. Other people's stalkers tried to show and told that I am and was and be to and or instead of them because they had nothing greater and better to did and do themselves. All bad, all purposeful, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, all not employable, all racism, all bigotries, all discriminations, all prejudices, all prejudges, and all hate, and all violence, and all were violent. All about and all to and all about my parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all fur babies, all pets, and myself. I suppose this is another one of my evening rants. I'm hopeful that some of my subscribers and or all my subscribers from all the other stuff all my other channels on YouTube followed me here onto this channel mine, social media, Avrobellis, the forest witch. Trick or treat, happy Halloween. My cat loved Halloween. He loved some of the dress up. He loved to have a little set. You know, I tried to make him a garden. I made a little garden this year here, home. Uh, just a little garden. Somebody gifted me before, and that didn't last very. Um, I wasn't always around. So the garden sort of dried out. We went through a drought phase. And this year, because I'm home oftener, recuperating, um, all before, all during, all later, and all since November 12th, 2024, May 2024, and all other times, all before, all during, all later, and since February 23, 2025. And it's been one thing after the other. I mean, how many times do I have to faint before a doctor gets their finger out of themselves long enough to give me the health care to get, to get better? Low blood pressure and sinus bradycardia. And earlier this year, I didn't feel well and I was hospitalized, diagnosed, and I suppose health cared influenza type A virus. And I'm a migraine sufferer. I suffer migraines. All before, all during, all later, and since May 2, 2025. I mean, seriously, were my cat not dead, not died, although is dead, although is died, the money, most recent mine, I would have spent more of it on my cat. I wouldn't have bought myself lots of new clothes. I would have spent more of it on my cat. My cat, I would have had him to the vet more. I would have bought him lots of good stuff, hundreds of dollars of stuff, I probably, I know there was no way my cat would have lived as long, considering what ailed him. And, but it would have been nice. I've had other fur babies. We've had other fur babies, but this one really meant a lot. Not that the other ones didn't mean lots to me, too. Although, you know, other people, stalkers, haters. How can anyone hate an animal? Any animals like that? I don't understand. And then I was on the internet today, and I was watching some video or other, and this video showed up, and I was like, I clicked onto the donate button. I don't know that my name and donations will make anything any better and greater, although it should. Then I went to another one, Canada, or WWF Canada. I donated there. I'm like, it's 2025. How do those places continue to exist? And all those people are not in jail. And if it's another country, not Canada, why are they not on death row? Why are they not? I mean, why are they not? I was going to say the word exterminated, but why not the death sentence, And anyone that's ever following me on social media, internet, you can see some of the links. I am not gonna lie. I'm not a stalker. I don't lie. I don't lie about animals. I'm originally from Western Ontario, Canada. A street called Faulkner Crescent. And I'm not going to lie about that, too. Other people misconstrued. And, and I worked when I was younger. And only stalkers, all before, all during, all later, and all since stalking us, paranoid, aggressive, and agitated. I worked. I did lots when I was younger. Educations, worked, my careers, hobbies, my relationships, my exes, none of which are next door. And and from there, else cottages, and then from there elsewhere we went to Vaughan, Woodbridge a while. And then we moved, not really west, it wasn't Toronto, it was around Islington and Dixon. You'd have to be Canadian, more or less, to know where that all is. And then I vaguely remember the realtor's name, Roy De Silva, I believe. I don't know, I suppose. And from there, we ended up in Mississauga. And all the police and all those stalkers, they just seemed to find us and bang right on us, And because of my mom's ill health and disabilities, we moved from, and I'm talking about, she has alleged angina, etc. And so she couldn't do stairs anymore. We couldn't get the apartment that we wanted because we had pets, fur babies, and so we had to persevere. And we moved to a townhouse, then again, the stairs. And then we moved to another house that had stairs. We couldn't get the apartments we wanted. We couldn't get a bungalow. And then when we finally began getting wanting more apartments, the stalkers came more and more. We got more and more of that, and some of it's even followed us here, and all before, all during, all later, and since alleged COVID-19 severe acute respiratory syndrome. And they're like, go away. And, what happened all during 2024? It's not us that go away, it's them. All those stalkers, all those haters, internet trolling us, I mean, you monetized me, did you? Thank you, thanks. That's all I owed you. That's all we owed you was a thank you of some kind or other. The words thank you and thanks. Nothing else. Not friendship. Nothing. Any man and woman and child that were all about, all to, and all about us about that and anything else, erotomanic delusional, persecutory delusional, grandiose delusional, and delusions of power, themselves obsessed with and or without compulsive. That's them. They're stalkers. We didn't do that. I didn't do that. My home is my home. When I do socials, I don't like to have other people because my cat was gravely ill. My cat was very sick. I didn't like having lots of other people in. So when here, I was like, Mom, I, do you need a nurse? Can we try and get the same person coming and not all before, like all the different people that came in and helped you with your hygiene and etc. And 2020, it was good somewhat, and then all of a sudden, one and more other person kept coming in. It was lots and lots, and I had maids coming and everything. My cat got sicker and sicker, and my mom memory different. And I would come home from going out, and my mom didn't have any bruises or anything when I left, and my mom was different. My cat was different. I asked security guards. I asked the condominium corporation. They lied that nobody had been. I put out garbage. I could hear doors clicking shut. And when I came home, my mom was different. My cat was different. My cat was more, more bitey, more anxiety. I kept taking my cat to the vets. I kept going to the police. I kept trying to get somebody. And then when the paramedics came and that man from next door, yes, I'm going to repeat it once more, man from next door, Gupta, all names, and all named Gupta, that man kept harassing everybody and anybody that he could. Those men could. I think there was more than one. My, my cleaning crews, my mom's nurses, um, when I had somebody come and help my hairs be washed and cleaned, blow dried, etc. Uh, my physiotherapists, and paramedics that were here trying to get to me to help me, save me while I fainted since. Um, Eventually, the truth will have to come out. I mean, securities, guards, and condominium corporations cannot keep lying the way they have. And showing and telling and showed and told all those stalkers, securities cameras on, recorded, they did. That doesn't and didn't make any difference. They didn't know what was real. They live in their own little world of delusions and obsessions without compulsions. Ownerships. Owners should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not leave their homes, properties, and contents abandoned. Not ever. And any other resident staying, living there, here, other than stalkers next doors, across the hall, and all the other ones. I'm grieving, and it's a normality. And I'm trying to enjoy some of my life because I want another fur baby. But I just want another one because my arms are so empty. My hands are empty. And a lot of acquaintances and friends, etc., my people, other people have said I should wait this time. Wait a little bit longer and enjoy my summer and autumn and just see how it goes. Just see how it goes. See that I feel better since I've got these injuries, wounds. Take care and get better and just, because this cat means more to me because I'm highly allergic to many animals. And that cat, although I was allergic, I was not extremely allergic like I was allergic to others before. And that was amazing. I miss that. Miss that cat. And I'm working on a memorial. It's called uh, Foodie Beauty 3. And the profile has me and my cat photo of. And I'm trying to put together some videos on that. A memorial. I know some other people commented and used like button, left likes and everything. I'm going to be uh, tinkering there with that. And I really do. I want it to be a beautiful kind of, other people that like and love animals and like my cat can go there and, use the like button and watch some nice videos. But that'll have to wait a few more days at least because I just don't have the energy to do that. Not yet. And I know some other people don't believe in religion and that they lied. I was atheist. I'm not an atheist. I'm not a born again Christian. I'm an agnostic. I've always been agnostic. I question everything. Truly, I question everything. That's what religion is all about. You don't just read a book, the Bible. You have questions in life and in deaths. There's always a question. Questions. And I should, can, could, may, must, and need, did do religious. Be it go to church on Sundays and or whenever I attended a church service and or attend a new one. Donations, I should, can, could, may, must, and need, did. And do I do more? I don't know. I could be dead by the end of tonight. I don't know. And Credit Valley Hospital, if you're familiar with where Mississauga is, it's one of the worst hospitals I find that deal with the elderly, mothers and daughters especially. My mother has headaches, and for years I've been trying to get my mother better and greater health care. That's not Alzheimer's. That's not a neurological disorder. That's not an Alzheimer's subtype. Okay, I've written and complained several times, emailed to patient relations. Not any qualified health care practitioner, a doctor, should, can, could, may, must, and need used and uses any of that information. CAT scans, MRIs, and all technologies, and all factual information, all evidence, and all proof, mother and daughter, should, can, could, may, must, and need used. And my mom quality of life get greater and better. And I found that hospital and most all healthcare workers have been like, no, we've had complaints. It's all your fault. The complaint is this. I'm like, all you gotta do is get security cameras all all recorded. Get all those recordings. Get all videos, photos, vlogs, all published, all public, all together, and residential, and all my mom's historical and geographical and financial health cares previous, and she complains of headaches and all her other times in the ER, hospitals, emergency rooms. Oh no, not that hospital. Psychiatry and geriatrics and senior services at Dr. Judy Fernando. I've asked several times to get somebody else that can make my mom better. I mean, I don't know that she'll ever fully recover, although better. What next? They're going to tell me it's a brain tumor? And other people, stalkers, haters, jealous, tried, showed, and told that my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, incomes, earnings, won prizes, um, and alleged Canada pension plans, etc., and old age pensions, etc., and work histories were all not real, and that we should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not have those monies, whether they're savings and or some of it's been spent. Those recipients that got spent, bills paid, invested, donations. I've done it again and I'm going to do it again. I don't know if that'll be this year. I would rather did it in person, the two churches. At least those two churches, because that's the ones I've been to the most recently. I sincerely and I truly hope Dr. Fernando gets fired and reported as elder abusive and the liar that she is. Same with any and every psychiatrist that did it to my mom and I. My parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, and one and more other person, stalkers, all about my parents, and my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, all fur babies, and myself, and employers, and educators, other relatives, friends, acquaintances, exes, including some pen pals. Just like that Norman Thompson and James Maud and Angela Maud. Social media, vlogging, etc. They've done some of it themselves, and once it's out there, it's always out there, whether they use the delete button and or not. It doesn't get censorship. It doesn't go away. It's always out there, and that's who, what, where, when, why, and how they are, were, did, try, did, and be, forever, always, ever, everywhere, everywhere. I mean, in all times, they've tried to got in, to, add, on, in, out, from, and by, here. Themselves, all bad, all purposeful, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, and all not employable. It doesn't show and tell good of any kind, of any type, securities guards, etc., allowed them to add on in out from by my front door and all elsewhere front doors. Phyllis, my parents, and my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, all fur babies, and myself. I mean, when I sent them mail years ago, showed and told them, you're disowned, fuck off, leave me alone, I don't want to know you, and my mom did the same in her own words. What did they not understood? Including all where banks got mail, etc., complaints and or false allegations, false accusations, all historical, all geographical, no financial, those stalkers all wanted. Instead, we should have got from them all, all that they did, all historical, all geographical, and all financial. And can you crazies next door hear me? And I mean loosely. I don't want to use the word crazies. You're obviously neurologically disturbed and or mentally ill. Gupta's next door watching this, hearing this. You're internet trolling. You're the ones all purposeful, all bad, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, and all not employable. You should not be internet trolling me. You should not be on my internet, social media. Avril Bellis, the forest witch, etc. Screaming and yelling to us through doors and walls doesn't make that change. We'll just report you again. We always did and always will. To police and securities guards, etc. With evidence, with proof. Videos, audios, etc. All who, what, where, when, why, and how tried, controlled my and pets and fur babies and my mom. Let me rephrase that. All my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, Avril, all names and all named Bellis, internet Wi-Fi's, networking, websites, virtual social media, all those other people, all bad, all purposeful, all purposefully, all wrong, obviously, such as censorship and demonetizations, and media banned, censorship, demonetized, and media banned. That's what all those other people have tried did. And including all that, they did it all to get more attention. Front doors and all elsewhere.